Man, this DEI boycott of Target and Walmart is really making an impact. Mexican products have been taken out of Target and Walmart. So it's even worse because Latinos and Hispanics are not going to these stores as well. So I'm going to jump on board. I'm going to support everybody else. So I am boycotting Target and Walmart and more.
I'll be like, boycott Target. Not a problem for me. I grew up on Walmart. Boycott Walmart. Okay. I go where the deals and the coupons be at. Walmart, they don't really be giving those away. Now, the day y'all tell me to boycott like HEB and Kroger, I may have to sit that boycott out. I may have to sit that one out.
Things are absolutely getting insane. Like, Trump is not going to allow this happen, okay? Like, watch this.
Guys, this is like a cemetery. Like, look at this. Nope, no Latino. No Latino. Basically, this is empty. No Latino. This is empty. This is completely empty. There's no people. At least no Latino employees. Okay, let me put this down. But no Latino. What is going on? No Latino. It's like completely a cemetery. What happened here, huh? Let me see. No. No Latino right there. This is crazy. It's just empty. Like normally this is full of people. What's going on?
Walmart sure got slapped by the shoppers today for Black Friday, November 29th, 2024, and they found their stores empty. I'm getting report after report after report, and I went to 2 Walmarts myself, and they were virtually empty, that shoppers were not there. Why were shoppers not in Walmart? Maybe Walmart F around and found out. What did they do? Well, maybe they said they're scaling back their DEI program. Maybe Walmart contributed significantly, huge amounts of money, their owners, their family, etc., to the Orange Jesus and to Project 2025, to the Heritage Foundation, and through the Political Action Committee supporting the Heritage Foundation and Project 2025. Voters are also voting with their wallets and saying we're not going to spend money in Walmart because we don't agree with their views, just like other voters may have other opinions. Walmart, I think you effed around, and I think you're finding out you're going to get bitten by the consumer, and they don't approve of your actions. Hopefully that Orange Jesus is going to spend a whole lot of money in Walmart. I know he shops there all the time, I'm sure, right? Along with J.D. Vance. Love to hear from my Democrats, my MAGAs, my crazies, and my cuckoos. If you're in a Walmart, what did you see? And if you're a Democrat, what the hell are you doing in a Walmart for? Don't shop there. Pick Target.
The pain, no business loves to you, okay? Like, things are really cooking up. Things are happening. And we want to change for everything to happen, because when things happen this way, the boycott is really affecting businesses. Walmart got to sit down and think about what is happening. They get to put their strategies into thinking or rethinking their strategies, because if you are employing just whites, then there's a problem. If you just employed whites, then there's a problem, because the DI cut and something like that is going to affect their business in the long run. In fact, maybe you forgot this law in economics or something like this. In economics, it's been stated that customers are kings. You don't dictate to customer where to go to and what to do, okay? Once you start dictating to them what to do, they are going to show you what they are made up of. Because when customers say one, you can't tell them to go two. It's their money. They work for it. So they have to decide where to spend the money. You get me, right? So Walmart and Target have to rethink their strategies. I'm sure by now they may have held board meetings and stuff like that to talk about this, because it is really affecting their businesses. You haven't even seen anything. Like, watch this.
Walmart is in big trouble because it is Black Friday, and if you look online, Walmarts are empty. People are boycotting Black Friday, specifically Walmart. I don't even know why. Do you guys know why they're blacklisting them, boycotting them? I love it because personally, seeing all those people on Black Friday in the lines and it's like 4 a.m. and they open the doors and they're tackling each other for a 42-inch screen TV. What are we doing here, folks? Huh? Aren't we better than all these material items, huh? Aren't we better than just being consumers? So this makes me so happy, Patriots, that people have boycotted. Why? Because the only time action happens in this country is when we take the rich men money away, baby. That's right. If you want change to happen, hit them in the wallet. And that's exactly what Patriots did today in Walmart, baby. And again, I'm thankful. I'm tired of seeing videos of Americans tackling, piling each other, getting into fights for what, Christmas presents? That's not the spirit of the holidays. The spirit is togetherness, unity, love, happiness, health, wealth, sharing our gratefulness for each other and our family, not waking up at 5 a.m. to go get a toaster oven or something or an air fryer for what, 30% off? It's called Amazon. You don't even have to leave your house anymore. Go shop online. And boycott Walmart and all these other companies that are really taking advantage of us, you know. They're inflating all the prices, driving them all up while we hard-working Americans have to go there and pay. They don't care about us, folks. So this is an excellent Black Friday update. Do not support these companies that don't support us. This is Secret Service Sam Sampson for president.
So here are the most recent updates regarding our Black consumer boycott. So CNN has actually confirmed and reported that the Target boycott is said to be the most successful Black boycott since the Montgomery bus boycott. Now, for those of you who may not remember or don't know, the Montgomery boycott started in December 5th of 1955 and lasted all the way until December 20th of 1956, a over year-long boycott to which the Montgomery bus lines were losing $3,000 a day. Why? Because their main commuters were Black people. And since Black people were boycotting, they were not making any money. They weren't making any revenue. And that's basically the same idea and principle with this Black consumer boycott. And yes, we started with Target, but oh, baby, it's long gone, outgrown since then. Now, what makes our current Black consumer boycott more successful than the Montgomery bus boycott is the fact that Target has now hit a $12 billion valuation loss. Their stocks keep plunging, and now the CEO has had to take a pay cut. He has had to take a pay cut of almost half of what he was earning before. That's how bad they're doing. In CNN's report, they were actually able to interview Pastor Jamal Bryant, who has become one of the faces or the spokesperson for our Black consumer boycott. He is not the one who started it, but he is one of the faces, him and Al Sharpton. And in that interview, he started off with stating, "We are not going to grovel, we're not going to beg for respect when we put $12 million into the economy. The Black consumers put in $12 million a day into the economy. And you want us to beg for respect. You want us to beg for you to treat us with respect. No, that's not going to happen." So the next target, and this is what he states, our next target, because we've been targeting Target, no pun intended, also Walmart, the next person, Dollar General. And this is why. Dollar General, I don't know if you knew this, but is actually 3 times bigger than Walmart and Target. Dollar General is located in 5 miles, within the 5-mile radius of about 75% of American homes, and has never once donated not one dime to any Black African American organization or cause. Yet, their number one consumers are Black people. Partner that up with their predatory tactics of location. You will only find, or majority you'll find, Dollar Generals placed in urban and rural areas where African American, poor minorities thrive.
So you can now see when citizens, I'm talking of Black American citizens, are boycotting this Black Friday, We think this is something normal. No, we have to look at this and how to solve this particular problem, okay? We don't just look at problems like this. We see from the bigger picture. Like, one, when this happened, how will you first of all think about employing just whites? Where would the black community go to? You understand? Because we all are human beings. But now I'm talking about this. Doing stuff like this is going to affect the business. In fact, see, you don't tell customers what to do. Okay, this is a very big problem, because once you start pushing a particular race of people like this, it tends to make them to retaliate. Okay, we don't solve problems like this. Let's go down into this. For a problem to be solved, we just see that there's boycotting. How can we solve this particular problem? One, we need to look at where the problem started, what is causing it, and how to solve it. And known by now, Walmart is thinking how to resolve this problem, because you see, they have to pay taxes. And now, when boycotting customers, or when people start boycotting, they don't receive the money they expect to pay the taxes they are supposed to pay. So we don't look at a problem like this. A problem goes around and it tackles many places. Let's solve this problem like responsible people, like Walmart. I know they are sitting down, because this has shown them actions speak louder than words. People didn't show up in their stores and stuff like that. Target also the same. Billions have been lost. Like, you haven't seen anything. Like, watch this. It's going to pick you up again.
Target, one of the most popular department stores in America, is suffering financially after a 40-day boycott started due to this DEI pushback. You can see Donald Trump said that businesses no longer had to follow those mandates, and certain companies immediately reduced its impact on their company structure, and Target was one of them. And a lot of African-American people said now they no longer wanted to support Target. And we're seeing an increase right now in Costco's business, because people are saying, don't go to Target, go to Costco. And it's creating this thing now where Target's actually getting less sales. And we're going to see some more stuff happen with Target, because we just seen the CEO say that this tariff business with Mexico, because we depend on produce from Mexico in the winter, we might see the price of produce in Target even go up. So a double impact now. We got 40-day boycott, and we got increase on the items that are already there. We might see a lot of people start switching and going to Costco. And that's not my personal opinion and me trying to tell you what to do, but this is just my observation. This could become a very different situation for them, something very stressful. And I don't think it's going to end their company. They're still super, super successful, and I think they still have a huge audience, but they're definitely feeling it. And companies care when they're feeling it, and they adjust when they're feeling it. Do you guys think Target will change up and go back to the DEI? Do you think that the people in corporate and, the people that invest in the company, right, the stockholders or shareholders, do you think they even cared about DEI to begin with, or they were just playing ball to appease the party that was in charge at the time? I've heard Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook say they were just appeasing Democratic Party. Oh my God.
Watch out, they're $10, $10. Yo, this is nuts. Back up. It's fine, give it here. Let's go, lady. Oh, pallet's almost gone. Oh, God, it's empty.
Remember, we aren't buying anything today. Don't go to any of the big Black Friday sales at any of the big places. No Walmart. No shopping at Target. And if you're still shopping at Target, you should have quit already. No going to Amazon, none of that. If you absolutely must shop today or you will not survive the world, local businesses. Find small creators online who have an Etsy shop or a shop on Mayhem Marketplace. Find something where you're supporting a person and not a corporation. If you want change to happen, if you're unhappy with the high prices, if you're unhappy with the way the government's going, this is one of the biggest and frankly easiest things you can do. Just stay home, keep your pocketbook closed. Whether you're calling it the big beautiful boycott, whether you're calling it a mass blackout or the people's sick day, don't buy anything today. There's a lot of us not buying. You won't be alone. We need to let the powers that be, and we're in an oligarchy, which means the corporations own Congress and are pulling their strings, so we have to pull their pocket strings. They only listen to the dollar, so spend your dollars in a way they have to listen. And by that I mean, don't spend any money. Stay home until the foreseeable future if you can, but at the very least December 3rd.
Wow, Target is completely empty. And I'm loving it.
Okay, so the question is, did the Target boycott and the Walmart boycott work? Well, I tell you what we know. We know that Target had an extremely large loss, $15 billion, after getting rid of their diversity, equity, inclusion initiatives. We know that some shareholders are suing because they got rid of the initiatives, and we know some shareholders are suing because they had the initiatives. Now, this raises a critical point for me. A company ought to be able to make decisions without the federal government getting involved and trying to dictate how the company sells to consumers. In other words, if Target wants to sell to Black consumers, to LGBTQIA consumers, they should have the right as a business to do that, and they're not harming anyone else by doing that. Now, what about Walmart? Well, Walmart saw a single drop of the worst day in more than a year Thursday, with billions knocked off the net worth of the owners of Walmart. They are the world's largest firm. Now, in this article that I'm looking at talking about this, they're like, oh, well, you know, there's the economic uncertainty, there's tariffs, this and that. They never want to talk about the boycott. The boycott of Walmart or Target isn't going to be the only thing, but in a volatile market, that boycott, those boycotts matter, because no one is too big to fail. And people of color and those who are disabled, those who are LGBTQIA, we need to spend our money where people treat us like we're human beings and do not engage in arbitrarily pulling back from us as either employees or as consumers. And so February 28th is the next time to see what we can do. So February 28th is the blackout day, and February 28th they're calling for an economic boycott for 24 hours of not spending discretionary money at major retailers, especially those who are scaling back on diversity, equity, inclusion. And I know we can do it. Shop the day before. You know, if you have something you absolutely need that day, of course, but discretionary spending for 24 hours. We have to pool our dollars. You know, the Montgomery bus boycott was basically pennies, nickels, dimes, and it lasted for 381 days. And people laughed at them. I've had people in my comments saying, nobody cares about your money. You're not going to do anything. All of us together can do something. Walmart needs that money, especially in volatile times. Target needs that money. And we have to say, we have ears. We can hear you talking about us like dogs, calling us unqualified, saying we don't belong in places. We can hear that. And we are not going to spend our money at places where people believe that about us. So did the Walmart boycott work? Did the Target boycott work? I believe they did. They may not have been the only thing, but they have been a tipping point. Let me tell you something. Walmart is the largest major retailer and has won every quarter. And, you know, they are really seeing the impact. They'll never admit it. Target may not admit it, but I bet you they'll admit it after 381 days. I bet you they will admit it February 29th if we get serious about this no discretionary spending on February 28th. And then we need to find out where we can spend our money. Are there other folks out there? eBay, what you got? What's going on at eBay? Can we count on you? Who can we count on? And who can we push our trillions of dollars toward? Since people are literally going to play in our faces,
You didn't already know, Target is shaking at their little knees. The efforts of people deciding to get rid of Target and stop shopping there and boycotting is absolutely working. But this is the thing. Target is a luxury. Target is where we would go for vibes and good times. Target is where we would just waste unnecessary money. It's not necessarily a necessity, but it's a place that we've enjoyed and we thought was supportive of us. If we really want to make a sound, we really want to hit them where it hurts, and we want to send a message not just to these big, massive corporations, but we also want to send it to people like McDonald's, who also have made decisions to get rid of DEI. We need to bring down Walmart. We need to bring down Goliath. We're finna be like David with the stones, and Goliath is coming down. Walmart made over $500 million more than Target last year. Walmart has over double the amount of stores. Like, Walmart is everywhere, and we know that, right? We may not prefer to go there all the time, but Walmart is definitely more affordable than Target, which means that it's going to be more difficult. For some, it's going to be hard to not go to Walmart. But in the month of March, if you've been going along with the strategy that I put out a few weeks ago, Walmart is next in line for the month of March. We will not be shopping in Walmart in March. Now, if you're going with a different plan, do you, boo? I support it. Let's go. So let's bring Goliath down and boycott Walmart.
We have to come out from our shells and bring out the best from within us to solve problems like this. We can't shout. We can't tell the people, you must do this. You must go this way or go that other way. I think there's profound wisdom in looking at people's problems and trying to help them solve their problems if you know you have a better solution for them. If you're increasing prices or reducing prices for our own good, but still yet behind, you turn to bite our bags, how do we come to you? Now, I want someone to explain to me, how do we come to you? Because this is so serious, like July is looking at it here. It's so serious because do you know how much money is being lost every single day when you guys boycott, do the boycotting and stuff like that? If billions are being lost, I know Target is a very big market. Walmart is a very big market, gigantic market of with many customers and many stuffs like that. But now, come to look at this. When you turn to lost customers, over time, your business turns to crumble. I don't care how big you are. Let's say Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola may have 1 billion people drinking Coca-Cola every day. Just one single soul or customer they lose a day, it drops. It's no more 1 billion. It drops down. It drops down just like that. So let's come to solve this problem in a way that is going to make us all happy. You get? Because we have to change the mentality of people. We have to change the mentality of people. We are here to help this nation grow. Okay? And I want you to do this. Anytime you see a post from this channel, watch this. Like, you have not even started. Like, watch this. Before we wrap up this video, I want you to subscribe to this channel. Like, we are not done. Watch this.
Y'all are so fucking disappointing. And I'm saying y'all because I don't give a fuck about no other race but mine. And I know good and goddamn well y'all asses said, oh, I'm going to stay out the shoppings. I'm going to stay out the stores. I ain't going to go. But I'm going to use my phone to do my shopping. This is why we can't get shit done. Y'all some fucking materialistic asses. Y'all asses can't sit down for a fucking couple of days and not go spend your coins. I told y'all hoes next year, y'all healthcare is about to go up.
We don't need to give them shit. Okay? At this point, sit on your fucking hands, save some money. You may need it next year for your fucking healthcare.
None of y'all listened. Because I know the $11.8 billion wasn't just white folks or Asians or Native Americans. We had a hand in this shit. Because we wasn't in the stores. A lot of us wasn't. But we was damn sure online. And this is why nobody fucking takes us seriously. Because y'all fucking stuck on stupid. I seen y'all asses on live. On TikTok live. Showing this shit. Yo dumb ass went to fucking Target for a Uno pack of cards and some goddamn nerds. This is why it's so easy to get over y'all dumb asses. This is why it's so easy. I know y'all saying, damn, Nene, that's fucking harsh. No, it's facts. Black folks love to shop. We are the highest grossing people in the fucking country when it comes to spending our money. We don't need to spend shit right now. Next year, we fall under that big, beautiful bill. The whole fucking bill, and a bitch is about to be broke. I got a whole fucking place to furnish. I've been on fucking Facebook Marketplace and Goodwill. For the black people that stayed the fuck out of this shit, thank you. I appreciate you holding it down. For the rest of y'all, y'all some piss poor motherfucking individuals.
Let's talk about these folks who proudly crossed a nationwide boycott at Target only to be rewarded with the saddest assortment of items I've seen since the prizes at those school book fairs where the budget was only 8 cents. So first up, Uno cards. The symbolism is wild. A game about strategy placed in the hands of people who clearly didn't use any. You skipped a boycott for a deck that literally says draw 4, while Target is drawing 4,000 job cuts. Cute. Next, we have a tiny pack of nerds, which feels like Target is calling you one. Accidentally? Maybe. Accurate? Almost maybe. If you're going to break solidarity for candy, at least make it a full box. Then we have LMNT electrolyte powder. This is basically Target saying, hey, replenish the dignity you lost standing in line for 2 to 4 hours to betray the boycott and walk away with a sample pack. Not even a full box, a sample. Be serious. Dry shampoo, travel size, because apparently Target said, you stink. And honestly, standing in line that long for this bag, I'm not going to argue. And then the boldest plot twist of them all, e.l.f. lip oil. This is the same e.l.f. that still hasn't answered for the Matt Rife collaboration, the backlash, the silence, the PR gymnastics, and the ridiculous influencer defense tour. This brand is still pretending they didn't do a full-blown tap dance on the dignity of women and survivors. And now they're in the swag bag like a surprise guest that nobody invited. Symbolic, disrespectful, on brand. Finally, the holographic tote bag. This bag looks like it was made from the tears of underpaid workers and leftover wrapping paper. Shiny on the outside, absolutely empty on the inside. Again, symbolism is doing too much. All this while Target is cutting DEI, slashing protections, ignoring workers, and assuming consumers will trade their integrity for a sampler bag of chaos. And folks, prove them right. This is why boycotts matter. Corporations count on people being easy to distract. But if you cross that line for dry shampoo and candy, I need you to sit with that.
I just did a run through Target. I'm proud of y'all black people. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all not shopping in there. Y'all did what y'all came to do. Nothing. I love it. Keep with the same energy, okay? Don't go there. Don't give them your money. I like it. I'm here for that. I'm looking really crazy like a little boy. But I'm about to go home and get myself ready for my battle tonight. Don't forget to come to my battle tonight. But I'm standing outside of Target. There's nobody in there that looks like us. I went in here to do a little run through just to see if y'all was doing it. Y'all did it. Y'all keeping up with the assignment. Stay out of Target. Good job.
Some people decided to go to Target yesterday for Black Friday in light of a national call for a boycott of the business. And karma showed up in full force if you've seen any of the social media posts about it. One social media user posted that they arrived at a Target at 3 a.m. to be in line for a special Black Friday swag bag for the first 100 customers. After waiting in line for hours in the cold, they were given a bag with a set of Uno cards and a couple other cheap items. And hundreds of other users are complaining that Target didn't have any sales. They simply increased the prices and reduced them back down. One customer shared that Target was advertising Christmas trees for 50% off yesterday. When she peeled back a sticker that employees had placed over the product, the original price on the product was less than the 50% off. Another customer shared that they went to Target for a Black Friday doorbuster deal on a TV. When they got there, they saw a sign behind the sales sign. They looked at it and it was the same price it had been last week. Target continues to suffer as it betrayed its primary consumer base by reversing DEI. Yet it thinks the solution to bringing them back is investing $5 billion in its stores, collabing with Starbucks on a specialty drink, and apparently deceiving its customers.
Is that really the source of your problems? No. The problem is not investing or collabing with different stores to make your products reach out to your customers or stuff like that. No. There are a whole lot of ways you could do this. Why do you think policies? This is a question I want to send to the director or to the board of Walmart. Why do you take decisions like this without thinking of the repercussion or stuff like that? Or just supporting a particular party for period of time, then you turn like this. You shouldn't be like this, because as a businessman, politicians are always wise, but it's always coming back for you. Yes, what you do in the dark, or what you guys did in that room, the board meeting that day, you understand? You just did it, like few of you guys just sat there, you did it, but now it's affecting your business. You see, so things done in the dark are now coming to light. You feel me? Because there are a whole lot of things we want as citizens to explore, to bring out our differences, to make ourselves comfortable, happy. Because let me tell you something here. Let's discuss something here. If us, the customers, are not happy, I'm just putting my legs in that shoes. If us, the customers, are not happy, we won't pay your goods, or we won't come to your store. Just imagine one day, let's take the story. You're going down somewhere to visit your friend. On reaching there, your friend takes you to a store. Yes, that's your first time going to the store. And you here in the store, they don't employ females here. And again, you were going there with your mother, and your mother was beaten there. Your mother got beaten in that store. Tell me, what do you have? What's your perception about that store? What do you feel about that store? Will you want to go back there again? Because things like this happen. It's just like when the black start boycotting stuff like this, he makes you to lose a whole lot of money. Yes, I know the boycotting is for their own disadvantage, as you may say, or think like this, because the disadvantage is that they could get something cheaper that they could use for maybe gifts, presents, and stuff like that, or to revamp their home, refurnish it, change everything with lower prices and stuff like that, help them save more money. But at what cost? At what cost? At the cost of their own happiness and joy? No. Trust me, they are not going to do that. They are not going to do that. Because we want the best for us, as you want the best for yourself. Businesses thrive because customers support them. Customers are with them to make them strive. You understand? But now, when you come with stuff like this, it makes us demoralized and stuff like that. Us here in the USA, we want the best, okay? We want the best. We are not promoting any boycott. We want the best for the whole country, to stabilize everything, for the economy to move better. If you're coming here to this channel for the first time, I want you to subscribe to the channel, because we throw out information. Jola, I bring information like this to help you understand the current state of affairs in politics and stuff like this. I'm here for you, and you are there because I am here. We all move this channel to a greater level. Thank you. Subscribe.